This weekend, a powerful and Oscar-qualified documentary is offering a free community screening coming to UMB tomorrow. And here with us to share more is the writer and director of it, writer-director Diem Van Groth. Diem, appreciate you joining us here today. So we're talking about the documentary 612, Darkness in the Land of Nice. What is it all about?
It's about how and why the youth in the state of Minnesota came together in 2020 to basically start the biggest protests in modern history after the murder of George Floyd. So the documentary is a 5-year journey of finding out why that protest became so explosive globally.
And you had a successful run, it sounds like, out in Santa Monica. What was that initial response like for those who got to watch it for the first time?
People loved it. It's captivating. I mean, you see viral video of the protests that you had to be there. A lot of people have not seen thousands of people in the situation that happened in the Twin Cities like that. It was positive, and they learned a lot. At the same time, they saw solutions that could affect and be implemented in their communities across the nation.
And Diem, the timing of your event, quite impeccable with the timing of the weekend No Kings protests that are happening around Minnesota and the nation. What kind of conversations do you hope this film sparks across our state?
It's to understand that there are some profound disparities, inequities in the state of Minnesota. At the same time, there are solutions. We spotlight 4 organizations: the Rondo Bridge Project in St. Paul, the V3 Project in North Minneapolis, the Page Education Foundation with Alan Page and Diane Page, and Black Men Teach. We focus on these are disparities. This is what happened. This is why it was explosive. This is why the young people came out in force. But there's also solutions right in our communities.
And you just said the word there. It sounds like instead of creating a doom and gloom narrative, you're focusing on highlighting solutions and people doing the work out there. What are your hopes for Minnesota as a whole going forward?
That the young people in this state realize that in 2020, they initiated and catalyzed a global movement for justice and equity and fairness, and that they have the power. They had the power then, and they spoke truth to power when they weren't afraid. And remember, it was during COVID too. And so they came out at a time when they had a lot to risk, similar to right now. And they were on the streets for a year, and they inspired the world to do the same thing. So I hope Minnesota sees this as a way to say, you know what, our youth are amazing. They have the abilities, and we just need to provide the right tools so that they can empower our futures.
612, Darkness in the Land of Nice will screen for free tomorrow, this Saturday at 7 p.m. over at UMB's Weber Music Hall. Doors open at 6, and there's a Q&A right after as well. Writer-director Diem Van Groth, thank you again for your time, and congrats on the doc, and wishing you a great event tomorrow night.
Thanks, Ryan.